We're surrounded by it every single day. But what is marketing really? If your first thought is clever ads and pushy sales pitches, well, you're only seeing the very tip of the iceberg. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain and look at the real engine that drives modern business. And trust me, it might not be what you think.
Okay, so when I say the word marketing, what pops into your head? Seriously, take a second. I bet for most of you, it's something like a flashy Super Bowl commercial, a giant billboard on the highway, or maybe one of those annoying pop-up ads online. Whatever it is, just hold that thought.
Yeah, for most of us, the answer is something along these lines. We've been trained to think of marketing as the art of persuasion, right? Of selling us stuff. But what if I told you that's just a tiny, tiny piece of a way bigger puzzle? That it's not even the main point?
You see, the real core of modern marketing, it's not actually about selling at all. It's about one thing and one thing only, the customer.
Okay, this right here, this is the big idea. It's the foundation for everything else. It's the difference between a company trying to sell you an umbrella on a perfectly sunny day versus a company that shows up with one right as the first raindrops start to fall. It's not about pushing a product. It's about understanding what a customer needs so well that the product you create is the perfect answer. It all starts and ends right here.
So how do companies actually do this? How do they build this customer-first mindset? Well, it all rests on 4 key pillars. You can think of this as the blueprint for doing marketing the right way. All right, pillar number 1, the target market. Think about a company that makes those super high-tech running shoes. They're not trying to sell them to everyone. Nope, they're laser-focused on a specific group, dedicated athletes. By zeroing in on them, they can design a shoe that meets their exact needs, from cushioning to weight to durability. See, the goal isn't to be an okay choice for everyone. It's to be the perfect choice for a very specific group.
Pillar 2 is the big one. This is the end goal, customer satisfaction. And look, this isn't some fluffy, feel-good term. It's a very real thing. It's what happens when you get everything just right. The product itself, the price, making sure people can actually get it where and when they want it, and backing it all up with great service. You nail that, you're golden.
Okay, this next one is absolutely crucial. Marketing isn't just a job for the marketing department. It's a full-on team sport. I'm talking about everyone. The people making the product, the finance folks, the sales team, they all have to be on the same page, rowing in the same direction towards that one goal, making the customer happy.
I mean, just think about it, right? When the finance team sets a price that the target customer can actually afford, and the production team builds features that solve that customer's exact problems, that's when it all just clicks. It has to be a whole company thing.
And that brings us to the last pillar, profitability. But, and this is so important, notice how this one comes last. The key takeaway here is that profit isn't the goal itself. Profit is the result you get when you do the first 3 pillars right. You make customers happy, they stick around, they become loyal, and that is what builds a strong, profitable business for the long haul, not just some quick sale.
Okay, so those are the 4 pillars, but let's dig a little deeper. What is marketing in its DNA? To really get it, we've got to look at its key characteristics. What makes it tick?
First off, marketing is a system. It's not just a bunch of random activities. It's got a logical flow. The input is figuring out what people actually need. Then comes the process, all the research, the pricing, the planning, and what's the output? A product or a service that genuinely satisfies that original need. See? It's a clear, logical progression.
Marketing also creates real, tangible value. Economists have a word for it, utility. But it's actually super simple. Think about your morning coffee. Being able to grab it when you're rushing to work, that's time utility. The fact that the coffee shop is conveniently located where you need it on your route, that's place utility. And being able to just tap your card and own that coffee in seconds, that's possession utility. It's all about making your life easier.
Here's another really important distinction. Marketing is not the same thing as a market. A market is just the place where the deal happens. It could be a store, a website, whatever. But marketing, that's the whole universe of activities that got you to that place and everything that happens after. It's the process, not just the location. Now, this is one of my favorite parts. Marketing is this amazing blend of both art and science. The art side is all about creativity and really truly understanding people, what makes them tick. But the science side, that's where it gets serious, using data and insights from psychology, from economics, to make smart, calculated decisions.
And one thing's for sure, marketing is never, ever static. Why?
because the world it lives in is constantly changing. Just think. An economic downturn changes what people can afford. A new social movement changes what they care about. New laws can completely change the rules of the game. Marketers have to be on their toes, constantly adapting.
So up to this point, we've been talking mostly about business, right? But these ideas are way too powerful to be stuck in just one box. You'll find them at work in some pretty surprising places.
The word for it is pervasive, and that just means that its core ideas, understanding needs, creating value, getting the message out, they're not just in business, they are woven into the very fabric of our society.
No, really, think about it. Those public health campaigns you see to get people to eat healthier, that's marketing. Social awareness movements trying to create real change, they're using marketing principles. Even governments trying to get people to use a new program, yep, that's marketing too. They all have a target audience, a product, even if it's just an idea, and a message designed to meet a need.
So as you can see, marketing is so much more than just billboards and sales pitches. It's a powerful, customer-focused blueprint for creating and delivering value. It's a system, it's an art, it's a science, and it is, without a doubt, everywhere. So the only real question left is, now that you know the blueprint, now that you know what to look for, where are you going to see it in action next?